Okay, we're live here. We're live. All right, so I'm going to attempt and fix this. What's up, James? Yeah, total failure. I'm gonna attempt and fix this sketch card I was working on the stream with Warner yesterday, where I'm not sure if it's my paints or just the stock of the paper. It's alive. Yeah, so I'm not sure what went wrong. I think it's the paper. It just is not taking well to the watercolors. So I only did that first wash and saw it starting to fall apart. So I stopped, let it dry overnight, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can do something. And do something with acrylics over it. Hopefully salvage it. James, where am I going to draw you? You want me to draw you like one of those French girls? I can make that happen. I'm running low on scotch right now, but let me run to the liquor store and I'll do a little James V. Keanu Reeves or something for you. Don't worry, I got you covered. Figured I got at least 8 months till I actually see you to give it to you, so there's no rush. What's up, Tommy? Omega, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. All right, James. See ya. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, get back to work. Maybe it was the brush. Okay, I'm just mixing some paint off to the side here. Jonathan, did you just message a space? I'm giving this away like Warner does. No, I mean, no. I mean, if it's total nerf, I'll throw it out. But if I can salvage it, it'll just go in the collection. All right, Jonathan, also in the house. What's up, JD? Okay, well, I can tell for sure it's the paper that was causing my problems. Just by doing this, and that's strange because I think the same backing boards I was using for other stuff. But what I think is happening is that board quality varies from pack to pack, so that's good to know. I think I might need to stop using the boards for cards. It's okay for pencils because it doesn't really matter, but if I'm going to paint them, can't do that. So I'm doing now, can you increase the humidity in the room? No, I can't. And it's actually, like yesterday, I thought maybe it was the humidity because the weather's been weird, but it's the paper because this is now the second piece that I'm doing on a strip from this sheet. And even the same issue that the watercolors were giving me, the acrylic wash is doing as well, which is that it's just, I don't know if it's being absorbed weird or what's going on with it, but it doesn't matter on acrylic because I'll be able to, like once I get a coat in, fix the focus. Once I get a coat or two down, then it's acrylic on top of, like paint on top of paint. So it doesn't really matter what's underneath it. It'll start behaving properly. It's like using gesso to create a workable surface. But in this case, I'm just using paint to create my workable surface. What I was thinking originally, what I'm doing now is to give everything a kind of mid-gray tone. And then kind of handle it as a mid-tone shading, or just pick out the highlights and the darks. But since the paint's not cooperating, or the surface is not cooperating, that's not going to work either. So just going to cover as much as I can without losing the background so I can see my pencils, and just start painting over it. JD says, my boss was walking about how the lack of humidity made it hard to sleep for him lately. Told to just piss in the bed and raise that humidity since he doesn't have a humidifier. That works. I think you can do is just put a bucket of ice by the bed and then piss on that to help melt the ice. There you go. Or you could have offered to pee in his bed for him. He could be a keener. Really be a team player. That's the dream, yeah. There you go. So we're gonna do a sketch cards challenge tomorrow with a couple of people, but the stars aren't aligning. It doesn't look like we'll be able to schedule with everyone, so I'll try to do it for next week. The theme that I was going for is, continuing the Marvel part, because I don't want to stream into the groups, but we're going to do random sketch card challenge gender bender, and that's what we'll do next time. And essentially what will happen is everyone will get a character assigned randomly during the live stream, and then they'll have to switch genders. So if you get Magneto, you have to do female Magneto. If you get Rogue, you have to do male Rogue. If you get Dupe, I'm doing Dupe. I don't know. And the DC version, we'll do that soon as well. The amalgam version, but I think the feedback I got from all the guys that said they'd be interested in doing it is that they'll need more time, so we'll need to figure out, like, slot in 2 hours for it. Okay, so JD says it's interesting. He already has a gender bend sketch of him as Silk. I'm not surprised. And Tommy's asking to throw Mojo in the mix. So let me see. Let me grab my deck of cards here and see if I have Mojo. If not, I will make one. Black Cat, Human Torch, X-23, Scarlet Witch, Magic, Mega Red. I have Mrs. Sinister in here, so what I'm going to do, because if you get Mrs. Sinister, you're going to do Mr. Sinister. I'm going to say Mrs. Sinister / Mojo. It's not working, so... Oh, that's a pencil. Where's my pen? The goddamn pen is blue. / Mojo. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that, Tommy. Just leave that out there. Let it soak in. Okay, let's give this a minute too. So if you're looking for a skin tight bodysuit, I'm sure I can find one on the Amazon. If you don't already have one in your favorites. And I forgot what I decided to do with the colors here. 1 second. Dark, Phoenix, Marble, Comics. I decided gold gloves, red suit, gold, gold Phoenix. Right, okay. Red hair, all that fun stuff. Okay, so let's start with the darks. Hopefully there's no echo today. I don't know what was going on yesterday. Okay, what the hell? John says he's no intention of ordering, but he follows enough Silk cosplayers that I'm sure he could get a really nice one if he wanted to. Yeah, words are meaningless. You need to take action. Talk to us once you're in your suit. No, all I did on the frost is this. I'll come back to her. Actually debating doing a monotone, sorry, monotone version here just for the blues. But I want to see if I can salvage Phoenix here. Yeah, you caught me. See that silk booty. Booty, 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 booty. Okay, is this dry? Dry enough. All right. Let's see how this behaves. That seems better. Still a little bit of bleeding, but not that bad. Might be because the gray wash is not fully dry. But it's dry enough. Yeah, it's actually do the skin at this point too. So I didn't even realize the time. I started off early today. It's only 4:30. Sweet. Give me lots of time. Actually, I have a conference call at 6, so that's going to work out great. So I don't know if everyone's listened to the Card Collectors podcast this morning yet. There's a new set coming out. I think it was an e-pack only. Single artist set, a kind of semi-premium. And this is an artist that was a sketch artist in the past. So, get any guesses as to who it is? I'm thinking Freddie. Anyone else care to make a guess? Not Freddie? Is that not his name? Oh, Nar. Yeah, that's a good one too. See, I know he's kind of chatting with him at the end of last year, and he said he's super busy. Wouldn't get into details on what it is, so maybe. That could be Nar. No, it's a male. Perna, maybe? I don't know. Either way, it's going to be interesting. Right, and I already did inserts, so. Well, I can't remember the exact words he used, but he said as an artist that they worked with before, but on the sketch card side. Yeah, maybe it is Warner. But somebody's doing all that work at his house, so. Matthias Straub, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of um, potential. Like at first, I thought it was Eric Gist, but then they said they only worked with him on sketch cards. So, that's definitely taking him out of the running or the possibilities. Though I think Eric needs a set stat. I think it has to be someone that does this on a full-time basis in order to be able to dedicate the time on the set. So yeah, maybe Warner. Yeah, Eric Gitz needs a set. It's a busy guy though. He's still teaching, I believe. Who's messaging me? Yeah, Warner's. What did I say? Yeah, Freddie. And what did I say? I'm 99% sure it's Fred. And I think it's a test run before they use him for uh, a real set. Yeah, Julie says he'd like to see an MM set featuring two artists tag teaming it like Boris and Julie did and bring back the double impacts. Yeah, see, this is where this set that's coming out now, that's a sketch artist elevated or promoted to set artist. If this does well, I have a feeling we'll see more of that. So, JD, to your point, that would be something that the Gleb twins would be great on. and they can just do the double impacts for you. And if anyone watching is on speaking terms with the twins, or one of them, I might drop them on a hint. I've been trying to get them to hop on a live stream, but I think my messages are just going to the general inbox on their account, so I'm not getting a response. It's very odd. Or I'm messaging the wrong person, which is very possible as well. It won't be the first time. Well, yeah, for sure, JD. As soon as an artist becomes a set artist, it just adds a multiplier to the value of their work. They said the set's dropping soon. And actually, I saw on one of the groups somebody saying that Metal Universe is supposed to drop in like 2 weeks, which is surprising. Considering I think there's been, actually no, there was an official announcement last year. Right, it's called Unbound. Warner's messaging me. I think he's probably up on the ladder, or, you know, finishing off the Unbound set. Yeah, lots of releases. And there was another set that they mentioned that they wouldn't name, but I believe a sketch heavy premium set. Anyone care to take a guess as to what that is? MP21. Oh, Premiere. Yeah, probably Premiere 21. Curious of JD's curious about Cosmic. I saw an AP. Somebody posted they got an AP today. That was from the Cosmic set, wasn't it? Which is, or is that the Galaxy set? It just depends on what Cosmic means. Is it just another brand they're creating, or is there a theme to it? Oh, is this the one that somebody was talking about, like 11 by 17s or something ridiculous? Is that the set? Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Well, I messaged Warner to see if it's him that's working on the Unbound set, and he went radio silence. So maybe it is him. Cut him. Yeah. Oh, jeez, JD. Yeah, it's getting there. You can do Marvel Metal in a whole different subject too. You can spill it over into anime as well. There's a lot of that BDSM culture that ties in with the anime space, I've heard. If anyone's at work on their work computer, actually, no, we don't want to do that. I'll get you in trouble. It's going to say Google BDSM anime and see what comes up. But no, don't do that. Your sysadmin is going to have a fit. Have a little conversation with HR. Shibari. Okay. And I'm about to get kicked off of YouTube. Change the subject, JD. About to go down a very strange rabbit hole. Yes, lamps. Everybody loves a good lamp. I don't want to buy a really expensive piece of glass. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there, JD. I'm afraid to ask. It is a strange conversation. Welcome, Jan. We're talking about, we're talking about um, the various new sets that are unofficially announced from Upper Deck, as we heard on the podcast this morning or afternoon or whatever you're listening to it. And JD said that he wishes they would put out a BDSM set, call it like Marvel Bound, and it just kind of snowballed from there. Ah, okay, you're playing a game. Yeah, so you're missing some of the comments. Yeah, it is very strange. JD says he spends entirely too much time on the internet sometimes and he forgets how to interact in public. Okay. It's a saying, acceptance is the first step. So the fact that you're aware of it helps. Also means that you're not a lost cause. You're not a lost child. Do you lose Omega? Looks like it. It's only one Jonathan can occupy a podcast at any given time. Right, so far it looks like I'll be okay finishing off this piece. I'll just ignore what happened yesterday. It's going to be fine. Things going to be all right. There. The other Jonathans are weak and timid, and they can't handle the pressure of having to compete with JD's comments. All right. It's also interesting to hear the plan for Black Widow. It was EPAC only, Cloak and Dagger, and what was the other EPAC only set? Was it Winter Soldier Falcon? Omega Cutlass. I know. Don't know if I'd want to put the two of you head to head. Might be a close match. Yeah, Hunter's a good guy. She's a very talented guy too. One of these days he's gonna jump on a stream, and we're gonna talk about kittens. Official sketch artist versus unofficial sketch artist challenge. All right, works for me. When do you wanna jump on and do that, JD? It sounds like you just volunteered yourself. Oh, what's his name? He's a Canadian guy. He's been posting a lot of stuff lately. Tommy wants to know, what is your favorite beer in the winter? So I don't know if you're asking me in particular, or anyone. For me, I'm not a big beer drinker. I'll just drink Coors Light most of the time. In the summer, Carlos. In the summer, I'll do Corona. The odd time, or every now and then. But for the most part, I just drink Coors Light. It's a good warm up to Jack Daniels, which is a multi-season beverage. And none of that flavored honey maple, cherry, hot sauce crap they make. Just good old fashioned Jack Daniels. You would cheat, wouldn't you? Try to get Mark Bartle on a couple of times, but he's in Australia, so it's today for him. So the timing, the schedule is really rough. Try maybe on a weekend, early morning, because I think I need to stream at like 8 a.m. our time for it to be a reasonable time for him. I don't want the guy to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning just so I have enough time to have my morning coffee and drop the kids off at the pool and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll hit him up again. We could stream for 10 hours for you, JD, if that's how long you need to do a sketch. Can make that happen. It should be a 10-hour stream. You could be on the whole time if people could pop in and out throughout the day. Ding dong, ding dong. My phone won't stop beeping. But yeah, if anyone that's watching, if you ever want to hop on the stream, let me know. Drop me a message. We'll figure out the time that works and shoot the shit or draw or whatever. Talk recipes. See you, Tommy. Have a good night, Monday. That was have a good night, buddy and man. All in one. Hence, Monday. There you go. That's the spirit, JD. Just make it happen. In the probably in the next month or so, I'm gonna hop on a stream, our challenge stream. Can't remember what it's called, top of my head now. It's usually around on Thursdays at 10 p.m. With a bunch of different artists, some pro, some amateur. I think it's mostly comic book artists. And they kind of same idea. They have a challenge and they all work on the same concept over, I think it's a 2-hour stream. And then at the end, the viewers vote on the winners, and then the winner, all the winners after X amount of weeks do a live battle on another channel. I don't know. Guy asked me to do it, and I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. I got nothing better to do at 10 o'clock on a Thursday night. So I gotta figure out when, but I'll make sure to post about it. Make sure when I do, you guys go vote for me to win. Yeah, I can be my cheerleader. Ooh, my computer. Yeah, it's making a weird noise. It doesn't look like I can get a straight answer out of Warner, so we're just gonna go with the speculation that he's the unbound artist. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Until he says otherwise. I think everyone that's in the group should post, you know, it's not me, and just by the sheer elimination factor, we'll figure out who it is. It's not it. Yeah, so it's definitely a good idea to do that gray wash over the whole thing. Give me a nice surface to work with, and the acrylic is just adhering to it, sticking to it real well. Time is it? 5 o'clock. Okay, still got plenty of time. So I'll wrap the stream up just before 6. Do my conference call. Then head home, have some dinner, and hopefully have a strong enough signal to catch Sean Forney and Rodney Fike on their Thursday night draw. I think they're doing either Power Rangers or Zombie Strippers tonight. I'm hoping it's the latter, but it's probably Power Rangers. I think Zombie Strippers would be better for everyone. Mighty Morphin Zombie Strippers. There you go. Made it better. Sean, if you're watching, add that to the list. And you're welcome. All right, Zombie Strippers. Yeah. Is this too dark? Can you guys see? Oh no, it's fine. Watching another stream a couple of weeks ago, and I think it was Russell Allen from Russ Explode Studios. He's a good guy. He's always supporting all the indie press stuff. And I don't know, must have been like part 2 of a stream. I had no idea what they were talking about, but they were talking about fairy strippers. And I needed a fair amount of clarification as to exactly what kind of strippers we're talking about. And it is, you know, strippers that are fairies with wings and pointy ears and all of that. Still not sure if it's a book or just a virtual event with cosplayers and whatnot, but fairy strippers. And they're mean. They're like superheroes. Wendy something or other was responsible for it. Gotta look it up. Actually, which reminds me, I need to reach out to her once I figure out who was. I'm gonna get some sketch covers from her. Some blanks. I guess that kind of answers my question partially. It's a comic book. She's got blanks. Fantasy stuff, yeah. I haven't dabbled in the fantasy realm for a while. They did like a fairy sketch and a Mongolian deathworm painting for Sean's kickstarted Scarlet's Field Guide to Cryptids, which should be released soon, I believe. I think it said March. But I love fantasy stuff. Would have loved to have done on any of the Lord of the Rings sets, but I don't know. I guess I'm not on their radar. Some dragons and elves and hobbits. Creatures are fun to do. Hey Jamie, what's going on? Jamie would know. Rodney and Sean tonight, are they doing zombie strippers or Power Rangers? Please say zombie strippers. Watching cool do cool art. That's nice. I'm assuming you're talking about me and you're not watching somebody else and just popped in the comments, even though that would be hilarious. I'll take it either way. Power Rangers it is. That's too bad. Saying Mighty Morphin zombie strippers is just such a more impactful brand. So many more possibilities. JD, can you tag Sean? I think I can tag from StreamYard. Gotta load up the Facebook link. Or Jamie. Or anybody. If you know Sean Forney, can you tag him in the comments? Get the man online to explain himself. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. It's gonna say, can you get me a cup of coffee? But I'm good. Coffee's good for you. Five ten, okay. Still plenty of time. There he is. Yeah, we're just trying to clarify something. Is tonight Power Rangers or Zombie Strippers? There's no right or wrong answer, but there's a better answer. Power Rangers, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, guess we'll see you at 8 with your Power Rangers. Should be fun up. Yeah, what else is going on? WandaVision, is that tonight or tomorrow? I got 1 week left on my Disney Plus trial, so. Right, tomorrow's Avenger night on the Sean and Rodney show, in celebration of WandaVision. So the fine gentlemen are going to be tackling some Avengers on their sketch off. Should be fun. Hulk and Thor. Good choices. You want to drop a link to the group? I can't remember what it's called now. So I'm drawing a blank. Drop it in the comments for anyone that wants to check it out. Want to join in the conversation? Have some geeks talking about geek stuff, doing it right, while some other geeks are drawing stuff. It's great. All geek all the time. Friday and Thursday. Thursday and Friday, 8 p.m. EST. Oh, I messed something up here. Oops. There it is. Be sure to check them out. If you haven't, geeks and nerds all around. There's no weirdos allowed. Hi, Steph. I don't think she's really here. I think she just popped in to drop the link. But say hi to her anyways. Yeah, she is. There we go. All right. I'll take it. Yes, definitely. Tag Sean before the bondage talk. You missed the good part. Sure to tag Rodney as well. I think he'd have a lot to say on the subject. Just keep Warner out of it. Oh, there we go. But we already finished the bondage talk. See, Sean, I don't have a producer to squirrel subjects and change directions. So we're just going to go down that rabbit hole. Oh, JD, do you want to bring Sean up to speed? He seems to be a little sad that he missed all the bondage talk or the BDSM talk. I don't think that there's any children watching. So for those that can't read the comments on Facebook, Judy said there's a Marvel set coming called Marvel Unbound. It's a new set, and he said that they need to do a new set called Marvel Bound with everyone tied up and wearing gag balls or ball gags. Ball gags. And Jonathan also told the story of his little plush little puppy he bondage tied up and displayed from his car's rearview mirror. And then at one point he explained what that specific type of what that specific art is called. It's got a weird Japanese name. And now he's promising to tell us a more embarrassing and creepy story on another day. So make sure you tune in on a regular basis, boys and girls. There's lots of learning to be had. Never know what you'll find out. Jimmy says this. Wish this was Phoenix Rachel Gray. I always liked her more than Jean Grey. Which one's Rachel Gray? Is that the daughter? It's too many grays. Ah, okay. I think it's too late in the process to change the costume. I'm not going to read that story out loud, JD. One, because it's too long, and two, because I'm just going to call the rings what they are. But I kind of want to know more about this festival you were at. They were sending out so-called chicken rings willy-nilly. All right, for the best we don't know, we'll just leave that there. Right, JD says it was just a street festival. They had everything: local honey, handmade candles, food, etc. I'll just let it be. Because no one's judging JD. There'll be time for judging after. No one's judging except your dad. There you go. Remember, I was in college and my grandma was visiting, and it's like 20, right? And I was still living at home, my parents, and my grandma had this habit of just cleaning my room, and there's actually two stories related to this. One year, she this was earlier. I had the mold for Star Wars figurine. The company that my dad worked made the plastic that they made the mold out of, and somehow ended up with one of the original molds sitting in their office, and they were going to throw it out. So I took it. It was Luke riding that um, two-legged horse thingy when he's wearing the snowsuit and whatever. It was like 18 inches tall, massive thing. So I had the original mold, and I don't know, it was another time my grandma was visiting. I came home one day and she had decided to clean my room and threw that out and some comic books and stuff like that because she said I'm too old to play with toys. That was fun. And then fast forward a few years later, I come home from school one day from college, and she had decided to clean my room and found a box of condoms and decided to leave it out on the table so we can all discuss. I was like, okay, well, it's not much to discuss. Yeah, the Town Town. I think that's what it's called. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, so I don't know the names of everything, but it was that thing. That mold is probably worth a couple of bucks. Probably worth a couple of bucks back then. I can't imagine what it's worth now. It's like 25 years ago, almost. And even at that time, it was like 20 years old. Yeah, the box was full. Okay. Am I painting an area that doesn't matter? Yes, excellent. Uh, Jean Grey is a redhead. Yes. 520. So I think all I'm going to be able to get done today, and I actually got quite a bit done, is the underpainting for most of costume, is just get the hair and the shadows of the hair painted in. And then all I'll have to do is do a wash over the hair, bring out the highlights. And that part will be done. I think I might need to darken the shadows on the face a bit. And this is just watered down black acrylic. So I think I'll be streaming tomorrow afternoon as well, probably more closer to 5. Try to get an hour in then, and probably Saturday. Um, Tomorrow I might be working on this, just finish her up. And Saturday I want to work on the Scarlet Witch pinup. At some point I'll go back to the Emma Frost sketch card. I don't want to start anything new till I either give up on these ones that are on the go. Honest, I have the Vampirella pinup. So I don't want to start anything new because then nothing's going to get done. And I have a couple of APs I'm working on, and I can't work on those on a stream, as well as set inserts. So I can't work on those on a stream because those are all confidential. Blah, blah, blah. So I'll be Emma, Scarlet Witch, Phoenix, and Vampirella for the next little while until they're done. And then maybe go back to the Silver Surfer, the larger piece. Actually, I have to check. I think I have some commissions coming soon too, non-licensed stuff. So I should be able to work on those on the stream. So as always, if there's any requests, let's say in commission specifically, if there's something specific you'd like to see me do or attempt to do, just drop it in the comments or DM me. Don't have a shortage of things to work on, but always add it to the list. Need to do a portrait of my friend James Mason, who was on at the beginning of the stream for a few minutes. That might be a private piece though. James, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. So if anyone's wondering, the reason I'm making the shadows in the hair so black, is because I'm going to paint over all the hair in a red-orange glaze. So it will dull out all this black and make it warmer. But when you glaze, it really, unless you glaze lightly, but I can't glaze lightly because I have a gray tone, I got to do a heavy glaze. It's easy to lose the detail underneath. So the stronger contrast I have, the more evident it's going to be. Might still need to reinforce some of the shadows in the hair after, but it shouldn't be too hard. And that's something that I still struggle with is when glazing, is just going really dark with the underpainting. I'm always kind of nervous saying, I'm going too dark. black, doesn't matter. It's easier to do a thicker glaze than it is to undo it. Like if do a layer of the glazing or coat and it's too light, or sorry, the coat is too dark and the underpainting's not showing, then you lost it. So you have to repaint that part, and it's got a duplicate effort. Nobody likes doing the same thing twice. So trying to minimize the amount of steps I need to take here. Cool, JD. Thanks for popping by. Enjoy your meeting. See you next time. Behave yourself. I'll try to do a quick wash on the skin. Tint that a little bit in a more of a skin tone. And then I'll wrap it up for today because there's no point starting any of the real glazing process, because that takes a little bit. Sorry, I'm mixing paint off canvas here, or off camera. Oh, it's brown. Oh, excuse me. Almost there. Just a little hint of red on the lips, so I can see what the contrast looks like. Get a feel for the colors there. And I'm going to add a red to her eyebrows because she's a redhead. So it shouldn't be pure black. I'll clean that up once it gets to the finishing touches. Might end up doing another skin tone layer once this dries. Doesn't seem like it's quite as strong as I'd like it to be. starting to reinforce some of the forms here. Still got a little bit of time, so I can refine a little bit more. In a couple 5 minutes or so. But all in, I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming together. It's really, oh, that is really dark. Let's try some lights, if that helps. It's getting there. It is a little dark right now, which is fine. Once I start doing the highlights, basically going in with, I just need to do a yellow wash over the Phoenix and the highlighted areas, the edge lighting. Then maybe darken some of the blacks, the dark areas on the costume, and then go in with white, pick up the highlights. It's really going to pop. But before I do that, so this is what I'll probably work on tomorrow, I want to do something with the background so it's not this concrete gray. And it's probably a good idea to do it now before I start refining the edges, because that way I don't need to be too careful with keeping it clean. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for today. How long was that? An hour and 40 minutes. Not too bad. Happy with my progress. Except thanks everyone for tuning in. If you guys want to join me on the chat on Sean Forney and Rodney Fike's stream later this evening, I'll be there trolling them and berating them for not doing zombie strippers. I'll be back on live tomorrow around 5 o'clock Eastern time for another hour and a half. That's it for now. Have a good night. Enjoy collecting.